the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Finds his man on the left. Runs through a man. He might have space. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Finds his big tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
To the air, it's Stockton. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the middle. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Here's Carr to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. Might have a chance. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Georgia! Into the end zone for 6.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside. It's Walton. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Pulls and fires complete. Takes it the other way. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Rides to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. Using his feet. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Buys a little extra time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Carr. He's looking deep. Makes a catch down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Slams ahead. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Carr. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Defense showing blitz here. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires into the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little screen to the running back. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
It's complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that corner.
Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the catch, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Escapes the pressure to his right. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. To play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Buckeyes looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Here's Carr to throw. Gonna take a shot. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Release to the back. The sure hands, it's Walton. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great...
Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial, but it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start, and they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wiggles free. Lets it fly. He's got him wide open. Racing to the right. The 30. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Oh, they're after him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Third and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. C.J. Carr firing again. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Carr. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snared on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Handoff for Frazier.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, here's Frazier. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Frazier again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
On the draw, it's Walton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. In the red area, it's Mobley. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Throwing, Carr. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to punch it in, and they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
And there's really no question here after not getting it on that last run play. Down in the 4th quarter, 4th down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this 1st down? Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll give to Frazier. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal